Hello there, people, and welcome to yet another day in the life of Thief, the Dark Project. Last time around, we finished part 1, aka the sword, and therefore we made it past the first entire chapter area of the game. There's like 3 chapters, as I said. We kind of saw part 1, which basically was a bunch of random missions kind of streamed together, but mostly loosely connected. And now, we are in part 2. What is in part 2? Well, if I just rambled it right now, I kind of spoiled the entire thing now, wouldn't I? But we kind of saw the beginning, whereby we were told by Mr. Constantine that we had to go get some random eye. Should be too hard, right? Let us see, shall we? Anyway, with all that in mind, let us prepare and get ready for the Haunted Cathedral. Okay, so let's load this thingy up and see the cutscene, because that's what you're here for, right? To watch other people besides me talk. A hammer! Yes! Glorious hammer in the eyes of the builder! Come the time of peril, did the ground gape, and the dead rest unquiet against us! Our bands of iron and hammers of stone prevail not, and some did doubt the builder's plan, but the seals held strong, and the few did triumph, and the builders will reign to the foundations of the new sanctum! Back to Ezra Smith in that style.
The eye that Constantine wants is in the abandoned cathedral of the Hammerites. The cathedral is located in a section of the city that was deserted years ago, after some kind of catastrophe. I've heard stories of the incident. Most are wild rumors about hordes of zombies and raging fires. Now that part of the city is walled off, and no one's allowed to go in. Not that many people would dare to in the first place. Maps of the area are easy to find in attics and old trunks. But like all of them, the one I've got is over 50 years old. I'll make my way through the ruins to the Hammerite Cathedral and find a way inside. Once I get inside the cathedral, I'll have to locate the eye. Something tells me that this is not going to be easy, but for the amount I'm getting paid, I'm willing to take some serious risks.
So, yeah. Apparently, the eye is not located in a heavily guarded area that's still with living people. You see, the eye is actually hidden behind the walled section of the city. In the old quarter. A quarter that basically was filled to the brim with zombies and was walled off for being such an overrun place. And guess where we're going? Yeah. Well, this is going to be fun. As Garrett says, it's a challenging job. And we got a map, but good luck trying to decipher it. Yeah, it's very, very ambiguous. It kind of tells you streets, and you can try and figure out where you are, but really it's very, very ambiguous. I mean, it's a 50-year-old map that doesn't explain where really things are. As in, like, where roads are, like, nowadays, or how things kind of have gotten. It's an old map, so good luck. Translate this thing and hope you do well, or be like me and not really use it at all. That's what I'm going to do. Anyway, we have a pretty simple mission right now, supposedly. We have to find the cathedral. Then, we need to find a way to get inside the cathedral and steal the eye. We also have to take the opportunity to steal other valuables. Oh god. How many valuables do we need? Only 750. That's not too bad, except for the fact that loot in this mission is going to be very, very hard to find. Yeah, it's pretty rough actually. And then after all that, we have to exit the ruins. Also, I didn't actually look up how much loot we have in the mission. I really should be doing that. I blame myself for that, people, and so if we end up having to go around, it'll be totally my fault. Anyway, after that, we have to exit the ruins, which is pretty straightforward. But this is hard mode. Well, this is hard mode right here. And so therefore, we also have to get 1,750 loot. We have to get 1,000 more gold. And we also have to get a valuable item called the Serpentine Torque. It's reputed to be somewhere in these ruins. Find it. Yep, have to find some other random object called the Serpentine Torque. What else do we have to do, since we are expert players, and that's what, of course, we're going to be playing on? There used to be a monument in this part of town called the Watchman's Grave that thieves would leave coins on for good luck. You brought some coins just in case. Yeah, an interesting little Watchman's Grave. Also 2,000 loot. Not really that big from hard difficulty, but yeah. It's there. Okay, so we have lots of stuff this time around. We have Constantine's sword. The strange black sword seems to prevent your foes from noticing that you have it drawn, even when you're about to strike. Yeah, I pretty much said all of that last time, so really no surprise. We also have some coins. The coins for the Watchman's Grave. That's really the coins we need to complete the objective. So it's kind of important to have. We have plenty of holy water, water arrows, and fire arrows, as well as some flash bombs, which just gives you the suggestion that we're probably going to have to deal with lots of undead. And you'd be right! But we also have a tip to buy. An acquaintance is willing to sell you some pages from a journal that he claims belonged to a long-ago fighter of the undead. Well, I'll buy that. And since we kind of need to be having holy water and whatnot, I'm going to buy all this stuff. Mines are useful, but they can kind of be finicky. Like, you have to place them in the right spots. It's better usually just to kind of be able to do other stuff if you can. But I will probably buy one unless... Don't want a healing potion. I'm not going to be really stealthy in this mission. It's going to be more of a murder everything type of mission. Rope arrows, we already have 5. Noisemaker. Yeah, let's get mine. And then... I don't have the money to really buy anything except maybe a moss arrow. Sure. There's a random moss arrow. Hope you like it. Do I have enough money? No, I don't. Well, there we are. That's stuff. There we are. I have stuff. What's this? Yeah! Things just landed in the earth. But we got a tip. Let's read the tip. What did we just buy that cost 200 gold? Those who fight undead fall into 2 groups. The resourceful and the slain. The well-prepared knight will arm himself well with holy water. However, a more convenient tactic, as well as one much less taxing on the purse, is to take advantage of the zombies' antipathy for all living creatures, and look for other convenient targets to divert a pursuer. Excerpt from the Journals of Morgan, declared anathema by the Smith in exile. Yeah, basically to explain, Thief is a very, very interesting game, and the fact of the matter that, like a lot of older games, we have infighting going on, but more like Unreal and that type of generation, aka the good generation, you have a lot of factions in the game, I guess you could say is the best way of calling them. In Thief, there are 5 particular factions, for enemies to be categorized under in Drumhead, and basically they're combative with each other. So yeah, enemies from like Team 1 are gonna murder Team 2, and so on and so forth. And so we have 5 different ones of that. Off the top of my head, I'm not sure if I could tell you what all 5 are, or if all 5 are even utilized in Drumhead off the top of my head. Probably it would be like creatures, guards, undead. What else? I don't even know, honestly. Like, there's not many that are like assign them under, and it's almost like you'd have to like experiment with like seeing, or just go into there and see every enemy and see what team they're under. I'm too lazy to do that, even though I do a compendium. But you know that works, huh? Anyway, because there's those 5 teams and they're basically working together to fight each other, and of course there's also a 6th team, which is Garrett's team, which is good. Yeah, that basically means that you have 1 team not murdering Garrett. You have 5 teams that will murder Garrett. And basically, your job is to basically wander around and survive these 5 other teams or whatnot. And you can basically cause them to fight each other, which is always a fun thing. Sadly, I don't think it's utilized too often in the game. On the certain levels, that's very useful, and we could have done it in Cragscleft with zombies. Honestly, in a lot of, like, undead levels, you usually have, like, other things to make them fight with. Like, I'm not too sure if you could really do it in Bonehoard, because they're kind of separate. I mean, I could imagine you could lead the zombies out to, the Haunted Cathedral area. You know, that would be pretty interesting. A massive horde of Burricks versus an angry horde of zombies marching in there. They're calm and happy because of the Haunted Quintus, and they're being massacred by random zombies. That'd be awesome. Freaking zombies. This is what I get. But yeah, this is going to be a zombie mission. This is a lot like the Bonehoard, except now it's outside-ish. It's kind of like a weird cross between Assassins and Bonehoard. Yeah. So, think of this like an upgraded but much better Bonehoard. This is what Bonehoard should have been. Here's a red papyrus to inches its emission. Ain't this brilliant? Department of Public Works. Work order. The power grid control box for the neighborhood around Southern Rubin Street is located inside a residence. It should be in a public workstation like all other power grid control boxes. We may need to build a new maintenance cell in that neighborhood. If so, be sure to contact the Census Bureau so they can update the map. It's important that all public workstations be marked on the map with the gear icon, but we haven't been vigilant enough about this. So yeah, in this level, there's basically, it's kind of weird because normally you're all about darkness is my friend, but this level you could also be, I like the lightness, let's turn on all the lights! And yeah, so there are these control boxes designed just to, like, turn on the lights and allow you to, like, see what you're doing. Of course, the bad news is then everyone can kind of see you and try and murder you. But that doesn't really matter for us because we're not being stealthy this time around. We're being, let's murder everything. I'm kind of weird in how I do these missions. But yeah, I'm not really a self-imposed ghost type person. I'm the type of person who's going to try and go and cause mayhem if I can. I come for the first person to shoot at things. Shoot, shoot, kill, die! Boom, headshot! I killed him 3 times! Yeah. Anyway, I got 50 gold. And here's a healing potion, so that way I don't die. And another note. Yeah, we're seeing the right now. Dangerous! The city council is deeply grateful for the efforts of your men and the emergency construction of this great wall, which now begins to shield us from the dangers behind it. We know of the hours of backbreaking labor you have already given us, but regret we cannot yet allow you any rest, as the work is of greatest urgency. You have our deepest sympathies at the loss of your workers Barton and Aiden to the zombies, but you must know that your men number among the Legion lost to this evil. As we regain our city, with the undead put down and the wounded given succor, we are free to watch the guard, to accompany your men as they finish, so do not let fear stop your efforts. The city counts on you. Do not fail us in our hour of need. Lord Witzesim. Yeah, so there was this massive zombie outbreak. And as you can see, there was like some weird earthquakey thing going on here too. And so everything's kind of broken. Yeah. And we have weird sideways facing doors again. Apparently that wasn't just in the sword. I think I probably just don't notice it until I start really getting lockpicks and start needing them a lot. Why'd they just pull out my square tooth lockpick? But yeah, we got some random broadheads. Yay! I'm not sure if I'll need them. But thank you. I'm not gonna complain about more gear. That would be stupid. And probably hindsightish. It's like, man, I could have used 62 broadheads. Okay, over there you can see 2 chests. So we need to jump up there. That's how you do it. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Oh look, more flash bombs. Why? Because flash bombs can injure undead. The only reason I don't really bother with them, they take a lot to kill a zombie. Like, really. And also some mines, which will be a lot more useful on zombies. Yeah, basically everything here is, how useful is it to kill a zombie? that really is like the mindset of this level. So now we have like all these little areas you can explore, all these like different houses. We're going to explore all of them. Why? Because we are maniacal. And we love stealing. And we like hearing really weird things in the walls. What is that thing? I hear a thing. I don't know what that thing is. It's probably just me going crazy, of course. Well, let's just grab this little bit of loot up here. Then we can say I have 100 gold. Now, I do know there's a lot of, like, loot around here that could be easy to miss. Also note the hard thing, the fact that the zombies might actually come in here. And I'd like to actually get upstairs. And up here, you can see a diamond. Yeah, that was pretty easy to say. But also, we should probably note that over there, I think, somewhere around here. Trying to look around. Ooh, look, a cup. See, this is why you look. That cup didn't trick me. Yeah. 1440p monitor, good resolution, good darkness lighting levels. All this stuff will help in trying to detect that little bit of loot, hopefully. Then again, I think I missed the cup on Ramirez's one, so yeah. Okay, now where is the zombie? I hear him. I don't see him. And I hear things like really making a lot of noise around here. Okay, I'm down. Okay, this is a useless room. Also, this is a level that's going to challenge you vertically. There's going to be lots of stuff that's up. Be sure to be looking up. Right there. Little bits of treasure. Yay! Any other treasure? Have to make sure. I don't want to be the crazy guy who lost out on a bit of treasure because I didn't look hard enough. I don't want to attack all this. Let's drop down here. Because there's this guy who's making a lot of noise and doesn't seem to want to be. That's a crane man, by the way. He is known for being a crab person. Was a crab person? Well, glad you asked. Crab people, taste like crab, look like people, crab people, da 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 da, da 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 da. Look at this amazing crab person. He has the intelligence of 10 men. He walks around in circles. That is how he beats us intelligently, because, you see, that means we'll be confused by his pathfinding, and he knows this. He knows if I try and sneak out there on them, that we're just going to alert everybody upstairs. Like, now there's a zombie upstairs, and his pathfinding is messing up. Yeah, this is going to be hard. He's made himself into the ultimate challenge. Hopefully nobody heard that. I rendered him unconscious. He also had a nice little cooking pot in here. Yeah, gotta go with that cooking pot. Well, in any event, here's like the inner caverns of where the crane man was. Where he kind of should have been walking, but really didn't. Here's a golden hammer. Be sure to pick that up if you're trying to grab stuff. And moss arrows. For the event, if in case you're trying to be sneaky. We aren't being good at that. Then again, the first enemy we see in the level, we kind of snuck up on and knocked out. By the way, craymen are a very, very rare sight. So, yeah, appreciate that, dude. Because that's really one of the only few times we're going to see them. I know it felt kind of random and out of place, but yeah. Bit more gold! I like money. So let's head this way. There's some random tunnels that lead out to a giant cave system. And what's in this giant cave system? Money! I like giant cave systems. And here's a useless key, in case you need a useless key. And some more arrows, in case you need to shoot stuff. Which is galore, because after all, always gotta be able to get rich. If you're not able to get rich, you're doing something wrong. There's a lot of money in the treasure area. I mean the cave area. Now there are enemies around here. I'm just not seeing anybody. And now I'm getting suspicious as to their location. Wait, what the? Okay, one's coming this way. Here's a Burrick. I haven't seen Burricks in a little bit of time, not since Assassins. And they're back to make my life miserable. Okay, one Burrick down. I think there were like 3, aren't there? So gotta be careful around here because Burricks, but there's a bit of loot. Can't forget that cup. Especially the scary thing is I have no idea what the loot total is. Yeah. I mean, I don't even have a single clue. It could be anything. I just have to collect and hope for the best. So I have to look around, try and be intelligent about it. Okay, now how... There are Burricks that are patrolling around here. You see. And cross here without alerting anybody. You see, I don't like to tap on metal. I'm not that type of cheap person. Instead, we're going to play... Let's hide from the Burricks. Because this is obviously going to alert them. Here's some money. Be sure to grab that. This will also send the Burrick in this direction, which is very convenient for me when trying to bop them in the head. And that's how you use strategy efficiently. Who said I can't be strategic in video gaming? Obviously, Borkness hasn't ever seen me play Thief because he says I'm like not strategic in games. But yeah, I think I'm pretty strategic. And up there, there's more Burricks. If you want to deal with Burricks, that's the way to go. Not a good way to go if you don't want to deal with Burricks just yet. I want to be away from them as soon as possible, so let's head up here, onto an area filled with metal. And make bright lights everywhere, because we want to be alerted. Good job, Garrett! I am proud of your ability to jump off ladders. That's what killed me in the Bonehoard. Why would I expect it to be any better here? I'm getting stuck. That was weird, I was getting stuck on invisible things. This also unlocks a door. Like, this is a lock. And yeah, conveniently unlocked for us. In fact, now, I'm gonna leave that open. This ain't supreme ghosting. I don't have to lock everything. Now, before I actually deal with... Oh my god, he dodged that! This is one of those times where a mine probably will be useful. Yoo-hoo! Now watch as I overwork everybody to my proximity. Here's one that's looking for me. Another zombie down. Yay! 2 zombies dead. Yeah, we're gonna be killing lots of zombies in this map. And picking up lots of pretty little shiny trinkets. Oh look, another zombie. Luckily, there's really nobody on the side, so it's very convenient to just blow up zombies and not really care what you're doing. La-la-la-la-la-la, let's jump around like a maniac! That's not going to happen to cause death and destruction to the universe! Nope, nope, sorry! And here's a random drawbridge. You could shoot the buttons out. That's what a sane rational person would do. We're not going to do that. Why? Because there's another way around, and we kind of want to do completionist style. So we kind of have to look around to make sure that we are getting everything. I'm probably not. Probably very far from getting everything, actually. Here's a random hole in the ground. Random zombie! We also have down here, which leads to a little barbershop. Real free loot. And this is Cathedral Street, but it's kind of blocked off. So much for coming this way! I guess we'll have to go home. We'll find another way around. No, let's just go home. That's a block of wood. Has nothing on it. I know that for a fact because I've kind of gone on it every one of my playthroughs. That's what happens when you've done it a bunch of times. You realize where you're not supposed to be going and stop going there every time. Does that hurt? Yes, yes it does. Then stop hurting yourself, you idiot. Also, there's this random sideways area here. But yeah, there's really like no way into the building easily. Easily, I said. That hurt! I hate rope arrows. I just want to get on the rope. No, on the rope. Yeah, like, we're not getting in there. Like I said, there's really, as far as I know, nothing in there anyway. And that doorway, that open area, always messes me up. It always makes me think, oh, there's gotta be something up there. And every time I end up trying to get in there and injure myself because of it, as you see. That sounds interesting. Who's making that noise? What an apparition, of course. What's an apparition? A very deadly enemy. One that we do not want to alert. One that obviously I'm going to alert for that exact reason. Where'd he go? I think I missed where he went. I kind of lost sight of where he went. Oh boy, I think we're right at the crossroad of where the two apparitions are. Yeah! One apparition down. One to go. He went off this way. No idea where he went. But yeah, apparitions are very, very deadly. You want to try and kill them if you can by backstabbing them. Can't knock them out, so you just gotta backstab them and hope they don't get surprised to you and start trying to shoot you with ghost skulls. Those skulls hurt! Interesting thing is, he could completely care less about the zombie pieces everywhere. So yeah, you just don't want to be blowing up zombies when he's nearby, otherwise he'll kind of hear you. And then be mad and try and kill you. Here's a bit of loot. But, we have to get up there. I'm gonna shoot a rope arrow just in case. But yeah, we need to get those water arrows, don't we? There we are. Got the water arrows. And now to get back. That worked perfectly! I was not expecting it to be that, like, of a fall, but it worked. We didn't get hurt. I'll take it! I'll take it and I'll like it. Now, there's a lot of dark areas right now because we haven't turned on all the lights. We could go back around, turn on the lights and whatnot, but it's a lot more fun to try and say, I can't find anything, and try and look around in the dark. And, you know, get injured because you try and jump off a ladder that doesn't want to let you jump off. There we are. Let's see here. Here's a papyrus. That tells us Constable Tool is a degenerate. Every time we have a blackout, I have to go haul his butt out of the pub to get him to unlock the maintenance cell from Market Street Power Grid. If he wasn't the Baron's nephew, they would have fired him months ago! The lesson here is not exactly the best of people, is he? Then again, do we really even care right now? We're going to die. Or something like that. You know, I probably should actually, get the lights turned on. Because now I'm worried that I'm missing loot. Like, I don't think he is, like, really way up here. Unless I'm blind as a bat. But I want to be sure. I don't want to be missing stuff. We need to head towards the light area. That'd be left. Let's go that way. Left it is. To this random doorway area. Because what's better than more random doorways? But there's a plate over there. It's kind of where we were before. Trying to get up on and injure ourselves. Yeah, it feels like the easy way up. 1045. I really wish I knew how much loot there was in this mission. There's gotta be over 2,000, so we're not that close yet. Can't easily climb up, so we have to rope arrow up. And what was the point of coming up here? Well, unless you guys see something, absolutely positively nothing. I heard the apparition. Yeah, I'm kind of like waiting for the apparition too. I want to kill him. Give me the apparition would be nice. It's just a wall. Oh, where is the spooky gay gun? Oh, where could he be? This is a freaking roper that will try and kill me. He'll help me if God help me. Of course I would jump down immediately after I got up there. Come on, get up, Garrett. Yeah, Garrett does not have the best of luck with rope arrows sometimes. Right now is one of those times. There we are! I got the breath potion. A breath potion is exactly what it sounds like. It allows you to be able to breathe underwater. It's really pretty straightforward. Gives you extra oxygen. Using, you get full breathing abilities again. Ain't that amazing? Doesn't that make you happy, Jimmy? Jimmy not happy. Jimmy wants to bash things over the head with a hammer. Well, that's why you're messed up, Jimmy. And so this basically kind of comes around in a circle, if you haven't noticed. It leads back here. Yeah, we just kind of wander around in a giant circle. That's why I'm down here. Which leads us further back towards the circle if you knew where you were going. Because there's a hole here, and this is the Burricks tunnels. And here is where we were way earlier in the level. You know, with the crane men. Here we are, we're just blowing up a random zombie in the level. How the times have changed. So, yeah, lots of sewerways, random alleyways, random hole in the walls. I like random holes in the wall. They remind me of home. And here's where we just came from. So yeah, this kind of just goes around in a circle and leads out here. But be sure to climb up here because there is a moss arrow up here. See? Now you can also follow this route down. And this route will lead to a street. We'll worry about that street in a little bit. I really want to kind of come down this way first. This way leads a moss. We're down here, and we'll see stuff, including rubble. And not the barn either. And we can see random blocks. Yeah, this is awesome. This is absolutely amazing. And we just kind of found our way back to the beginning area. Yeah, we went around a giant circle. This really is kind of like a few ways forward or whatnot with a big hub-like area that we kind of wandered around in. So with all that in mind, now we kind of have an idea what we're dealing with. Maybe we should actually start dealing with stuff, right? Hey, we have a spooky ghosty dude to deal with. Somewhere. B, we have... I'm trying to find spooky ghosty dude. Oh, he's coming this way. Quick, let's move down here. That way we can get away from apparition dude. We can knock out Burricks after he... I just want to make the apparition get far enough away that knocking out this guy won't be bad. Shh. Okay, now I think he head this way. We're gonna go chase after a ghost. Surprise! It's a maniac with a sword! There we are. That should make life a lot simpler. We didn't alert either of the ghosty dudes. And now, we can freely turn on these lights to make the area brighter. Also know you have this little cubby hole here. Pretty useless. This is where we came to chase the guy. This was like the little holes and... yeah, basically we went around that giant circle. You haven't noticed. We've been all these ways. That was where we got the breath potion. So there's a lot of areas we've already been. And we have the unconscious zombie with, Burricks way. You should come up here for a second because there's a switch that opens this. That leads to goodies. With more things to kill zombies with. Useful way to know about. To get zombie killing stuff. Hooray, we didn't get injured. I'm taking a lot of risks in this level, ain't I? Like, I keep swearing to myself, I keep saying, hooray, I'm not injured yet. Like, I'm not getting any healing potions. So, this is constantly me taking risks and not dying, luckily. Anyway, there's a beam up there. More appropriately, a couple beams. And we need to go up there. Why? Because it's a place. And a place always has stuff. Like this vase. See? I wasn't crazy for coming in here. Now we need to drop back down and get more injured. Oh god. The curse of trying to take my rope arrow. Refuse to take my rope arrows from me. We need to find a healing potion. We need to find a healing potion! I think we found a healing potion. Taco, convenient timing! No, people, I did not remember there was a healing potion here. That was just amazing timing. Wow. Wow. Ask and you shall receive. No kidding. So we also have this locked door here. Let's pick our way open. Because we need treasure. And this is a viable place for treasure. So I wouldn't advise walking right into the room because this is the only instance in the game, but there's an active mine right on the floor. Walk into that and blammo. Surprise! Yeah. Very evil for the beginner player that isn't aware of that. Luckily we are, because we've been playing the game long enough. I'd be pretty bad if I didn't know about that. Oh my god, what was that thing? They cheated! How many times did you play this game again? I also have this random hill here. Yeah. Good if you like hills. I could swear there was loot here. And that's how easy they can hide loot there. I was looking straight at it, looking for it, and I couldn't find it. Yeah. Something tells me we're not getting all the loot this time around, and I'm going to have to redo it. Because I can't even see loot when it's blatant. I mean, I'm trying to go completely off memory here, people. This is a very, very evil mission for finding loot. Probably one of the worst missions if you're trying to look for loot. It's just, like, hidden loot everywhere. That's its theme. Yeah, if you like hidden loot, you're gonna love this level. I find it evil. And kinda pointlessly there. I'm more about the challenge of sneaking around, so even if I, you know, don't really ghost these missions, mainly because I like blackjacking guards too much and find exploits kind of boring, but, you know, I'd be happy with it if it wasn't like, you know, sneak by Baffert's guard by, you know, tapping on the floor. It just bugs me. And it's sad because I kind of want to like it because I consider myself a thief fan, and like that's supposed to be like the thing as a thief, and they almost make it sound like you have to like that normally, so kind of awkward. But yeah, one of the only thief fans that probably can't support ghosting. Anyway, we can now go into the water here. Why? Because there's this big freaking waterway that we have yet to explore. I don't think we saw many zombies walking around. So I guess we kind of just blew up and walked around and... yeah, I think we blew them up all. I guess there just wasn't many zombies. And we can swim down here and be a hero and experience newfound life as we realize this was totally useless. Yeah. This just led us back to the drawbridge. If you want a short way for the drawbridge, yeah, that's basically how you do it. Then you could shoot out an arrow, get across, and have a good old time. We're not going to have a good old time because we're going through this hole. There's a hole. There's a hole in the middle of the floor. Why is there a hole? There's a hole. There's obviously a hole right here. Anyway, we want to breathe here because this is the last little breathing place we'll have for a little bit of time. And we kind of want to have time to, like, look at stuff. Nothing there. Breathe! I need you to breathe. Okay, we gotta look for loots. There's gotta be precious loots hidden somewhere around here, right? Precious, shiny loots. Look at that! Yay, I was looking for loots and I found loots. And here's some moss arrows. Convenient. And now Garrett's going to drown. But not. Yay for last second survival. And there's nothing this way, so really it's just come out here and deal with Crabman. Only one problem. To get to Crabman, we kind of have to leap on this ledge, jump across. Yeah, it's kind of an amazing stunt. Not gonna be easy to not alert Crabman. Of course, we just kind of did the hard part and got onto the platform. Maybe today will be the day! We want to alert Crab Dude. Watch us, we'll alert him now. We want to be a bit closer. Get his patrol route down. Kind of unpredictable a little bit, but I think now is the time to get him. Ta-da! And the main reason for coming here, to get that one random key. Seriously, this was pretty useless. But now we have to rope arrow our way out of here. Yeah, rope arrow time. Time to die. Or not. Phew! I tell ya, I'm so accepting of death nowadays because iron modes and rope arrows do not go together. Seriously. You wanna know what's going to kill me a lot in iron modes? Rope arrows. Rope arrows are the key to my death. Now we're just moving down quickly. I didn't think there was really anything down here, but I want to make sure. As you can hear, more living dead. Yep, there's lots of zombies up and coming. Time to kill a giant horde. This is where our holy water that we've been stocking up on will come in handy. Not sure where they are, but here's a bit of shiny loot. Here they all come! They decided to mob me. There's probably more down here. Yes, there are. Look at this, spinning corpses. Don't want to let those things bounce into you or else you'll die. And this is a pretty useless stall area. But, what is useful is pressing the button up. Because that will just allow it to keep going up. Let's lower it. So we have a way across. And a way to run away if we get scared by the zombies. There's a doorway up there. Very easy, miss doorway. Yeah. Evil. This level's evil and hidden location stuff. We also have all these doorways up here. You probably should just said take my word for it that there's really nothing up here. But, you know. What's a little bit more life risk? Also could drop down here and see that there is this giant gear. And that's about it. Yeah, this area is pretty useless, honestly. So, let's go this way, I guess. Actually, first thing I should do is head this way, right down to this door. This will unlock it. The 2 doors that we picked up. And this turns on all the lights for the sector. Yay! Now we can die. There's a rope area up there. I don't advise turning it on because pain, butt stuff. Yeah. Rope arrow, death. Enough said. Here's the further tunnels of stuff. With a bit of shiny loot. Be sure to remember that loot. Oh, giant spiders. And a locked gate that we won't be able to get through. There's also a hole in the ground. But we're going to care about all this later. For now, I just kind of want to come in here. And start heading this way. Just to kind of match my progress and figure out where we are. Because this is the hole we started in. I haven't made much progress, but we also have this way, which leads upstairs. Just mantle up. And now we're upstairs somewhere. Here's somewhere. Why, an area with a random fire arrow. It's always convenient. Now, all we have to do here is jump across, like that. Phew! And now we are on the opposite side. And this area is pretty important, actually, people. Why? Because this is the way leading to Watchman's Grave that is needed for expert difficulty. Okay, it's one of those necessary things to do. Oh! Totally missed a spider with that arrow. Ah, I missed them! It was bad with my arrows there. I'm going, Mr. Giant Spider! Hey! We could have been stealthy about this, but nope! Had to do it the loud and annoying way. There's a locked gate. No way through it. Yep, you basically have to climb in and do it stealthily that way. And by stealthily, I mean totally miss spiders and then have to fight them with your sword. And this right here is very important, as it's the Watchman's Grave. Which means we take our coins, we drop in this pan, and that's that task done. Seriously, it's pretty easy. For an expert objective, it's really not that bad. But it is a really kind of useless area besides putting the little loot in the Watchman's Grave. And now we want to like shoot a rope arrow here, drop across, and climb up. Phew! Still, I'd like to get it done first just because of how mantling based it is. Especially because we also have a return journey. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Operation Sounds tend to follow you around the map. And yeah, they will do stuff like that, where they all of a sudden just creepily decide to start making noises. For no real reason. Squirrela! We're gonna die now! Or not. Phew! And drop over here and you get loot. Yeah. Have to be sometimes suicidal to get all the loot in this mission. Luckily we are. Break to the street lamp! No! The street lamp wasn't solid! Why? Why wasn't the street lamp solid? Ah!